So they did it. Okay, they taught people that the police were bad, and then they decided to go for the ones, or the one, who can't even defend themselves. Okay, you saw the thumbnail, so you know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. Before we do begin though, if you enjoy the opinion within this video and you want to show some support, then, like, subscribe, leave a comment. These are the greatest things that you can do to get the conversation started. Otherwise, if you do dislike this video, then, I'm not going to tell you to leave, because that's not the right thing to do. I think that there's room for everybody here, and if you disagree, that's perfect. That means we can actually have a proper conversation, and that's how we grow as people, okay? But there are 3 things that you should definitely do, and those are, and it's very easy, okay? Like, subscribe, and comment down below, even if it's hateful vitriol that you want to say. I've got no problem with that. No joke. Let's do it, okay? Let's get on with the show, though. Paw Patrol is a show that I'm sure nobody at all expected to see backlash for or from, okay? Especially not as a result of the BLM movement, okay? Yet, somehow, here we are, and I know, like, I'm late on this issue, but last week people were calling for this show amid a host of other shows to basically either be canned or at least to remove one character, because that character is, ooh, wait, here we go, a police dog. I don't know what morons thought attacking a children's animated series would be a great idea, how they thought that was a good idea at all, let alone a character that is a police dog just because, okay? Just because it's a police dog. Literally, that is the whole reason that people want this character off the TV set, and it makes it's no sense at all. 0 sense to me, okay? The question we then really need to ask is, and this is very honest, by the way, what is next? What are they going to take? And that's legitimate. That's a legitimate question. And here's the thing that you should probably know, okay? The most important part about this is that they want the character, whose name is Chase, by the way, in case you were wondering what this dog's name is, to be removed from the show just because he or she, I'm not sure if it's a male or female character, maybe it's male, maybe it's a girl, what does it identify as? I don't know how this all works, okay? It's completely up to you to basically say what you think the dog is, I don't care. But because the dog is portraying police in a positive light, that is what the problem with this whole thing is, okay? For children to see a police officer in a positive light, that's probably something that's, for now, something that's completely horrible.
That's so stupid.
That's stupid?
Like 4?
That's the character's crime, okay? This is what they want to get rid of the character for. They want to murder this character, and let's call it that because that's what they want to do. They want to get rid of it because it's a positive depiction of police. And yes, look, amidst this whole scene, we have police on public violence. We have another man was shot and killed the other day. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going on that just around the world. There's just, well, let's say in America mostly, okay? That's crazy. And by the way, the man that was shot is a man of color, and just in case anyone tries to say that I'm hiding those facts, the man of color was armed with a taser, by the way, that he took from an officer after resisting arrest. Let's not forget that part. I think that's enough detail for that whole thing, just so you're aware. If you want to find out more, then you can look that up. I'm not going to get into that. I think that anybody that's dying out there because of the result of anything to do with the police is horrible. I think anyone that's dying as a result of anything to do with any other form of crime is also horrible, okay? I'm not here to talk about that story. I don't think that anyone that has died by the police because of the police is a good thing. Every life can be saved, I think, and it just comes down to the situation and the reactions that people have, okay? But what I'm here to talk about is this. Scenarios like that don't need to happen, okay? People don't need to be shot and killed, okay? People don't need to do that, and I'm sure that the police do a heck of a lot of bad things on a day-to-day basis, okay? I'm also sure, in case you want to fully convict and vilify the police, that they do a heck of a lot of good to try and actually keep us safe in the houses that we live in, and that's me and you safe, okay? Not just me safe or just white people safe. They do a hell of a lot to keep everybody safe, so no, okay? I do not support the removal of Chase from Paw Patrol on the sole basis that he's a police pup.
You serious?
Why is that what we're going for? And trying to take away this idea of painting police in a positive light? That's something that the world isn't going to get because you guys want to remove this. That's what the world needs today. In this day and age, we need to actually see that there are still good police officers out there. Children need to learn that there are still good police officers in the world, okay? We need to teach children that the people who may one day grow up, by the way, these are the children, your children, my children, our children are the ones who may one day grow up to face these police officers, and hopefully they'll do everything right, okay, and not die. And I'm not saying that there are times when they do everything right and still don't get killed. I'm sure that happens as well, okay? But we need to be teaching our kids that they need to be doing a lot of stuff right. They need to be taught to treat police with a bit of respect, okay? With a bit of respect. And if you see some of these things that I've seen in the last week that have happened, that the media has skewed out of proportion, and then you actually see what happened, you'd be surprised. Honest to God, you'd be surprised.
No! God, please, no! No!
I think this whole issue of painting all the police with the same brush is something that is completely horrendous.
No!
Okay, the media has a very big role to play in this, and to basically avoid teaching children about how police actually can be good is beyond stupid, okay? I pray for the souls of everyone who is taught from a young age that the police are bad and that there are no good police out there at all. That's some serious issues, and you're only, by the way, anyone who's teaching this sort of stuff, you are only inviting more problems for the children of the future. Just remember that, okay? So when there are future officers out there and future your children that have grown up, and they're your children that have grown up have learned to hate police from a very, very young age, then the consistency of these types of violent acts and crimes will continue to increase, because you have taught them not to do anything and not to enjoy and not to respect or listen to the police, okay? You have taught them that. So we're in a world now where we're just going to attack everything. We're going to attack the kids' TV shows, which is the worst place you can attack, by the way, and anyone who is suggesting that needs to really have their head read. It's getting ridiculous, okay? Don't get me wrong, by the way. I'm not saying at all in this video, I am not saying, and I don't want to be misquoted, that all cops are good. I'm not saying that. I'm sure there are some horrible, horrible cops out there, and what has happened in the past couple of weeks with these deaths are not, forgivable. But there are probably, that's probably the fringe, okay, that are breaking the law. But we can't be sure of whether they have some loophole in there, they're doing some random thing. We don't know what's going on exactly. And trust, by the way, even down here in Australia, it does feel like we need to be on edge when an officer is driving behind us. At least for me, I think that happens consistently. I don't speak for everybody else because I am me. Okay, I am me, and this is how it is for me. Is that because they're trying to pull out a gun on me? No. Okay, are they trying to give me a ticket for doing something wrong in my vehicle? I want to say no, but I'd be willing to bet that they wouldn't say no if they had the opportunity, if I did something wrong, to give me a ticket. This is all getting away from the point, though, by the way, and that is that we need to be taught as a race of people, of good people, okay, of good people, that it is okay to respect the police, and the police are people just like you and me. I think amidst all of this, all we see, or all everyone's been seeing, is a badge. And people, there are people behind the badge. I get it. I understand that some of them, maybe a lot of them in your view, do the wrong thing, okay? But there are people just like me and just like you. So we do need to give them a bit of respect as a person. And children, by the way, should be taught that police are your first point of call, okay? Just like going to anyone in authority, that police are not inherently evil, sent from the bowels of hell to fire every person they see. That's the issue with removing a police dog from a children's show, okay? Because it starts there. Then the question that we really need to get to is what's next? What are they going to go for next? Because if they can remove one police pup, they can remove anything else that has any semblance of any form of authority. Remember that, okay? Anyways, I am going on for way too long now. If you enjoyed my opinion right here, then make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. It actually keeps me inspired to keep going with this whole thing. And also make sure to get that comment section popping off like crazy. That is all for me. I will see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace!